talks about Tulsa. People making a difference in the Tulsa community. Special guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to cover important issues within the community no one else is talking about. The hot topics and more. This is World One Development's News You Can Use with your host, Mr. Charles Harper and Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, and on www.kbob899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, February 5th, 2025. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mama and tell them you can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, it's the police report with Lieutenant DeLauren Sanders. Our topic today is immigration enforcement affecting Tulsa. We're going to talk about it.
Yep. What's the deal with this air travel lately?
Ooh.
Is it safe to even fly? Let's talk about that too.
And of course, our Hump Day hot topics, which are Super Bowl 59, what's your prediction for the winner, and your favorite football food. We'll also talk about a day without immigrants. What is it? How did it go? And Tulsas are demonstrating against ICE raids right here. So we'll talk about that as well. And the Real ID is back. You know, every year we start talking about the Real ID. Have you secured yours? Birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast. So the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. Put on your seatbelt. We'll be right back, y'all.
Theater North presents Trouble in Mind, the hit stage play by Alice Childress and directed by Frank Gallagher, on a set where black actors rehearse under a white director and racial politics collide during a major Broadway production. Trouble in Mind illuminates the inner life of the true struggle of being a black actress. Critics say it's surprisingly funny, yet a deeply piercing look at the entertainment industry. Trouble in Mind features a star-studded cast you don't want to miss. Friday and Saturday, February 15th and 16th, and February 22nd and 23rd at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater. For tickets, visit TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. 36th Street North Event Center and 75 North presents Jay Friday and Friends Live, the Love in the Air Show, with special guests Joe Dyer, Tiffany Bennett, Kevin Reynolds, Kobe Jordan, Demetrius Proctor, 75 North Band, and more. Friday, February 14th, bringing the city out for a night of love. So fellas, grab your significant other and meet us at the 36th Street North Event Center. VIP reserved tables include catered food, complimentary drinks, and Valentine's treats for her. Available for couples or groups up to 8. And on sale right now at J Friday and Friends V-Day.eventbrite.com. You can also get your general admission ticket at Starship Muse, the 36th Street North Event Center, Fashion Fever, and online at Ticketstorm.com. So don't miss it. Jay Friday and Friends Live, and it's gonna get real intimate. Valentine's night, February 14th. See you there.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, one, so we can support, and two, so we can be informed.
What's going on, family? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes fitting back in Edgerec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and NYCU.FM. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with the emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I'm also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Damali, what's up?
Hey, hey, hey.
It's hump day.
It is a dreary hump day.
It is, but you know what else?
What's that?
I am Black History.
Okay, and so am I.
You see the gear I got on?
Yeah.
Shout out to my kids that got this for their pops.
It's good.
I
It looks
decided to
good.
rock it today. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Now, it's Black History every day up in here, but you know how it goes. It's February. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You turned up. But what about you? How you feeling
Yeah,
today?
you see, I'm rocking the Black History Saturdays t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because
Shout out to
that's
Christy.
this weekend. So yeah, it's all about Black history. No matter what the world says about our history, we're going to share in our own community what we have going on, past, present, and future.
Right.
Yeah, that's how we roll. So
Let me tell you something. This weather,
yeah,
let me tell you something. Was it
Out of line.
Tuesday that it was like 85 degrees?
beautiful.
You know what I'm talking about?
My weather.
I went on a little run. I went on a little jog. I said, spring is here.
Yeah.
You know, the wintertime
And
is
it said,
gone.
psych.
Then the next day I had on that same tank top. Had icicles hanging off my nose. Because it wasn't working out like that.
Right.
Why toast gonna do me like that? Come on,
Okay.
weather, man. Damali, what is going on?
Man, that's what I'm saying. You know, they say if you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, just stick around because it's going to change.
Yeah.
That here we are.
You sound like you out of sinus jail this time.
You know what? I'm trying to make my way out. I'm trying to keep my bail paid. Like, hey,
Yeah, plus-
I'm out of here.
Plus the police report too, and
Yeah.
the sense trying to come to make sure you're not supposed to still be in sinus jail.
I
It is
know.
a lot of people sick, y'all. Hey, take
Yeah.
your vitamin. What's your go-to, Damali? People need a regimen.
Yes.
What do you do to try
So-
to keep yourself healthy?
So this is what I do. I try to take vitamins every single day. You know, every now and again I'll forget, but I really try to take my vitamins. I try to exercise. I try to eat healthy, and I try to get rest. You know, just go to sleep because your body will repair itself.
Right.
You know, on its own when you're resting. So if you can try to get ample amount of sleep, and that's different for everybody. What they say, 6 to 8 hours worth of sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and sometimes that's kind of difficult, and especially when you do what we do, it's kind of difficult. But I do try to do that, and then if I feel like I'm about to fall down,
Uh-oh.
knock down about 3 or 4 echinaceas right there, boom,
Echinacea.
boom, 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 boom. You know, and that usually kind of revives me and brings me back.
You know what? I try to make sure I stay up on top of my omegas, my omega 3s. I don't know what it all is. Omega 6, 9, 3, 4. I don't even know. I just
Right.
take them.
Right.
I take my elderberry.
Yes.
And I definitely take vitamin C.
Yeah, vitamin C gonna get you right.
But I'm kind of like you. If I feel like I'm going down, I'm going. No, I ain't gonna say
No.
that. But anyway,
Yeah.
I too go to that echinacea. Let me tell y'all something. You know how you can feel it trying to come on you. It's creeping
Yep.
up your ankle bones.
Yep.
That echinacea get down there and fight for you.
It sure will.
So y'all stay safe out there, like Damali said. Get plenty of sleep. Another thing, I've been going to the gym and I've been running on the treadmill and turning flips and doing everything I can because I do
I
not
know.
like being sick. Do you?
I don't. I hate it. I
Man.
hate it. I am the world's worst patient, and I know it.
So y'all be safe out there. We want to be safe. Okay, we got
Yes.
a loaded show today. Start clicking share right now. I already see a whole lot of shares. The secret listeners are in the building. I think I know why.
Yes.
But let's get down to it. What you do this weekend?
You know what? This weekend was so full of a lot of different things. So
Yeah.
one of the things that I actually did this weekend, and there's going to be more information coming out soon about what it was that we did. But we had the State of Black Tulsa Summit.
Yeah, that sounds heavy.
Yeah, so high level, just a lot of Black business owners, community leaders, and just those in the space that were coming together to see what we could do to try to help make a difference and talk about the state of Black Tulsa and where we are.
I think there's so much going on in the world today that I think everybody's kind of getting together.
Yeah.
I mean, the boat has got rocking. You know what I'm saying?
It
The
is.
ship is rocking.
It's stormy.
So people need to get together, just kind of talk about what you're going to do to take care of your kids, take care of your family, take care of especially your education, trying to slow down money, then they
Right.
speeding it back up. So it's like right now you need a nest egg, put back some water. And we don't know really what's
Yeah.
going on, but hopefully it'll all settle in here in about a month or so. And things can get a little bit better, But I, too, like that event, and I'm glad somebody that pulled up to support us. We'll get into him here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was a good day. So shout
It
out
was a
to
good day.
everybody that pulled up, to all the community leaders that came, that spoke, that delivered,
Yeah.
that jumped on the stage. Man, we appreciate the love, and y'all just stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay tuned. There'll be more coming soon. So another thing that we did this weekend, or actually last night, was we started our inaugural session of bingo at the 36th Street North
You can't
Event
just say
Center.
bingo like that.
Oh,
Let me
how
see if
am I
JB
supposed
just
to
said. JB, can you say bingo, man, if you don't mind? His
Uh-oh.
voice is gone.
Oh, so he can't
Let me
say
try.
it.
I'm going
Okay.
to try it. Bingo! I feel like I won. I felt money go in my pocket. You know what I'm talking about? Man, you know what, Damali?
It was
Hey.
fun.
Let me tell you something right now. My apology to all of the bingo extraordinaires out there in the world.
Man.
I know bingo is serious.
It's a thing.
But I've never just been to bingo like that.
Right.
But last night put me up on game.
Yes, it is not a game.
Bingo, my friend, is a serious thing.
It's very serious. People are not playing about bingo. I'm telling you, they rolled in with big old bags with all they daubers, different colors, with, they were bedazzled. And I was like, what is going on?
I know. I came in, I'm a Sigma. I come in stepping.
Yeah.
They said, cut it out, you Sigma.
Yeah.
Silence.
We're not doing that.
I'm trying to win my money.
Exactly.
And whenever you try to tell a Sigma to be silent, so you're already taking a chance to do
right.
that. But I did. I calmed down. I got me some popcorn. I got into the energy. I got into the vibe. And let me tell y'all something. Don't miss the next one. I know we'll say something.
So we want to say congratulations to all the cash prize winners. We had 10 cash prize winners.
Cash.
We had one winner who won 2 tickets to Jay Friday's concert.
Coming up.
On Valentine's Day. And then we had another person that we just did a random and they won something from the concession stand. We want to also give a huge shout out to Jay Friday himself because he came in to host.
Right.
So we really appreciate that. We want to give a shout out to our staff.
Right.
Of course, we had JB Smooth, who actually had the program to call the numbers out. We had Angie, April, my mom came up to work.
Right.
We had Miss Alexis, who helped us do security. I mean, it was just a great time. You know,
shout out to
Chantel.
Chantel
pulled up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a really good time, and people were like, hey, we're going to, share this, and let people know about this event. It was really fun, so, we just want to let you guys know that there are things going on in the community. You can go to the 36th Street North Event Center Facebook page and you'll be able to see the pictures.
Right.
You'll be able to see the handwritten note of all those folks who won and stuff. So it was fun. I mean, we just had a blast.
I seen one young lady and she was just kind of like, I'm so happy we're having somewhere where we can just go and have fun and it's not crazy. It's no crazy energy and you can just relax. But Damali, what is more fun than when you got a spot to go out that's safe, that's cool with some good vibes, and you get to win some money.
Exactly. And you know what? Taylor, I'm going to put Taylor on blast. He actually works over at Pizza Hut up in Springdale Shopping Center. But Taylor did a post on Facebook and he said that it wasn't even so much about the winning. It was about coming and hanging out with community. I love that.
Right.
Because that's the kind of vibe we're trying to create. I mean, yeah, money is great. Don't get me wrong. So you can get to come and try to win some of the money that you spent back. But it was really about having a vibe, and hanging out, and spending, time with community.
I got to apologize to all the winners. Because I was following them to their car. So I was taking a picture and they thought I was about the excitement, but it really wasn't. I'm like, can I hold $5? To next time. You know what I'm talking about? When you catch people really excited, that's the time when people let you borrow money.
Yes.
So I was taking pictures of them. They had their hands all up. I was like, let me hold $20 to tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about?
And they're like, no, get out of here.
Yeah, they didn't
we want to give also a huge shout out to Miss Barbara, who made the popcorn.
She did an excellent job.
Last night. She did a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
And then my kids rolled up in there and played bingo.
Up.
Yeah, so that was fun too, to kind of hang out with the kiddos. So, it was just a great time all the way around.
Good vibe. So next time.
Yes.
Make sure
the 18th.
The 18th. February the 18th, which is on a Tuesday. Doors open at 6. Show or bingo starts at 7.
Yes.
We'll see you there.
All right, so before we get started, though, we want to send out prayers to the family and friends of Thomas Gaither. He led the jail no bail civil rights activism during the 1960s, and he died at the age of 86. He was part of the Friendship 9, which changed civil rights movement in 1961 by choosing prison rather than to pay a fine for a sit-in at the whites-only lunch counter. So, that's another icon gone, from that era, So, prayers to the family and friends of Thomas Gaither.
Man, those are the people's shoulders that we are standing on. So prayers go out when we lose somebody like that. That's a big one. That's a giant. That's a heavyweight. So prayers for the family and for us.
Absolutely.
Especially in the times we're in right now.
And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was a forum that actually took place on, was it on Monday or Tuesday? Do you remember? That took place. It is about the Tulsa Public Schools Board of Education event at McLean High School.
Oh, that was last night.
It was last night. Okay.
Right.
So it took place last night at McLean High School. So if you guys did not hear, Dr. Janetti Marshall is not going to be running for her seat again. She's been in that seat for quite a long time.
First and foremost, let's shout out Janetti Marshall, y'all.
Yes, she's done a phenomenal job in that seat.
The game, and here's a ticket at the end of the day. sometimes with Miss Janetti, it get kind of controversial.
Yep.
But, man, we have conversations with her, like on the sideline, and she said, look, man, they brought me in to do a job. Mm-hmm. And, I push back against things that I felt like was not right. But I just say, a lot of times when you serve in positions like this, man, you can't get along with everybody. You can't make everybody happy. But anytime somebody give up themselves to serve us, hey, we got to take our hat off to them. So she retired. She's on the bigger and better things, but we appreciate her service.
So we have 4 people that are actually running for that seat.
Right.
We have Kyra Carby, Brandy Joseph, Eartha McAllister, and Dory Simmons.
Right.
They're all running for that seat. They were actually at McLean sharing their platform. Right. And why you should vote for them. So we'll talk about this a little bit more of when the election is going to be and all of that. But we want you guys to be aware that the District 3 seat is up for a new person to be in that space. And so you guys need to be, making sure that you're doing your homework so that when it's time for you guys to vote, that you're voting for the best possible person to replace Dr. Janetti Marshall.
I can tell you now with Mr. Walters out there and all the stuff he's saying, boy, I'm telling you, I'm up on the TPS stuff now. Mm-hmm. That's a serious situation. So these school board seats are critically important. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up on each one of these people that are running, each one of these candidates. We're going to get their platforms. We're going to see if we can get some of them to come in.
Yeah,
because these are very important positions because our school, when you rank 48th, y'all.
Out of 50.
Ain't that hard in Tulsa?
That's terrible.
48. Rank. That's tough when it comes to education, but we can make moves to do better. So we're gonna make sure we get you informed on who to. We're gonna tell you who to vote for, but we're gonna try to get you the information.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's Black History on this station every week. Every Wednesday, we have a Black History trivia question. So here we go. Black History trivia. Who is the most educated group in the U.S. and holds 70% of all master's degrees? Is it A, black men, B, black women, C, Latino women, or D, Asian women?
You know who it is.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
It's black women.
All right.
That's your
so
go.
Lieutenant says,
there we go. Read it one more time because he said it with the chest. He done almost convinced me. Read it one more time.
All right, here we go. Who is the most educated group in the U.S. and holds 70% of all master's degrees?
70?
Is it A, black men? Is it B, black women? Is it C, Latino women? Or is it D, Asian women?
I'm swinging it over to JB, man.
It's black women.
It's black women?
JB
Yeah, my
says,
mother holds that same degree.
all right, JB says B. What you got?
Man, I'm going with the brothers. You know what I'm talking about because it's a couple brothers. At least got to be close or something.
Okay, and we're going to see what we got on the live.
It's Black History, man. I got to go with the brothers. Let me go to the live real
Lori
quick.
says B. Hey, cousin, how you?
Welcome to the show.
Miss Patricia says B. Michael Brewer says B. Who else? Uncle Brian says D. AJ says B. All right, y'all killing me on B, boy. Hey, Sister Tracy, what's happening? We ain't seen you in a while. Where you been?
Tracy in the building. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Hey, if y'all want to do us a favor while y'all sitting this in, click share right now. That little arrow right there, just click that, and then just hit post. Some of your other friends, because we're going to get into some real deal Holyfield. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself live in studio. So we want to make sure we get information out there, y'all.
All right, Damari, I got you. You say B. Hey, Tanya Wilson is on. The judge. Hey, sis. How are you?
And
we got you at B.
Yeah, and Judge Wilson, if I don't get this right, don't judge me.
Ah!
I just want to put that out there, but welcome to the show.
Get your brother, sis.
All right, we're going to take the fastest.
Jackie Washington says B.
Man, they coming in quick. Y'all keep letting those answers come in. We're going to take a break while y'all listen to this. Still send your answers in. When we come back, we're going to jump right into the police report. The man, he's in the building. We appreciate y'all tuning in. So you got a little bit more time to jump in here. This is KBOB 89.9 FM World One Development News you can use. Charles and Damali. We'll be right back with the police report, y'all.
This episode of News You Can Use is brought to you by Couples and Cocktails. February 14th in Oklahoma City, starring Keith Washington, special guest pianist Ben Tankard, Michael Fields Jr., Sarah Nicole, Jermaine Mundane, and more. Hosted by comedian Shucky Ducky. If you want tickets, go to couplesandcocktails.com. You can take your friends and family, especially the wife. All you got to do is call 877-851-0289 or go to couplesandcocktails.com and get your tickets.
Oh, yes, it's bingo night.
Bingo!
And the money right.
Bingo!
It's bingo night. Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night!
Every first and third Thursday, starting February 4th, it's bingo night at 36th Street North Event Center.
Bingo night!
Bingo nights at 36th Street North Event Center every first and third Tuesday with lots of cash and prizes to be given away. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and sessions start at 7 and 8 p.m. Game packs starting at only $25 and you could win big. 36th Street North Event Center, 1125 East 36th Street North. Bingo nights. So grab your auntie and uncles and enjoy bingo nights at the 36th Street North Event Center. Concessions and refreshments will be available, and bingo nights at 36th Street North can be enjoyed in a smoke-free environment. Bingo night every first and third Tuesday starting February 4th at 36th Street North Event Center. For more information, call 918-200-9046. Bingo nights is presented by the 36th Street North Event Center and NYCU.FM. Cash and prizes are based on minimum attendance requirements.
That's the sound of the police.
And now it's time for the police report. The police report on news you can use with TPD officer and Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders.
Man, that car crash, I can't take it. I'm telling y'all. It's
How long we been having that? For about 2-3 years?
I don't know,
It's like
but
I'm always hearing it.
like I always jump,
the
you know.
first time.
I know, right?
Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back again for another exciting show.
Yeah, I know,
Man,
right?
yeah. Hey, again, like I say, he's the epitome of community policing, man. We had stuff, I called him like 11 at night. He like, Charles, don't you start this. This is 2025. We already talked about this. But anyway, I love you, man. What do you need?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
man, can you pull up at the event center? We're going to have about 200-300 people there. He said, nah, I got you. Need uniform? Okay. Then he parked behind us so we couldn't get out.
I know, right? I was
Hey,
going to write
man.
him a ticket myself. I'm like, where's my ticket book?
I thought you was getting a ticket because when I seen the lights going, I said, this one of them pre-tickets
Right.
I had for her. She was
And I wasn't even doing nothing.
They didn't do that. Lieutenant Sanders is Black History Month, man. What Black History, man? What that mean for you, man? It's February.
Oh, it means a lot to me. You know, I like to look at a lot of videos and that I see on some of these social media pages talk about different type of people, how they invented stuff and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Like I didn't know that. You know, a lot of stuff that we didn't learn when we was young, but now you see. You know, our community is involved. Got their hand in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and we don't know about it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Damali, what does Black History Month mean to you? When you hear this is Black History Month, what resonates with you?
Well, I will just say this. To be honest, nothing resonates with me, and this is why. Because for me, Black History is 365 days of the year.
Right.
It's not relegated to just 1 month that I think about the accomplishments or what I should be doing as someone who is trying to set an example for the kids that come behind us. So it doesn't mean anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I may be a little bit more intentional.
Let's do this. Let's reword it and just say, what does Black History just mean to you?
Black history means to me that we are learning our past so that we can conduct ourselves accordingly in the present so that we can affect lives in the future.
Right. And I say for me, anytime, and I'm thinking Black History, man, I always, for whatever reason, I go back to we was kings and queens before we were slaves.
That
you know,
part.
because it's just when you go to school, all the time I went to school, we started in the cotton field with that piece of cotton. And, you know, but when I got a chance to learn that we came from kings and queens, I'm telling you, it delivered me. I was happy. Now, I always question how we got from kings to queens to the cotton field, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
But I go to that and making sure I let my kids and grandkids understand that fact and that you do come from greatness and that you can be anything that you want to be.
That part.
So that's what I think about. So knowing your history, Black history, history, which is American history, is
part.
always important. So everybody, if Black history, what's the main thing it means to you? Put it in the chat, and we'll shout it out.
Yes, absolutely. So today we're going to talk a little bit about, we're in a crazy time of transition right now.
We are.
And trying to figure out where we need to be and what we need to do. And we talked about on Corey D's show, if you guys listen to us on Solar Sunday on nycu.fm on Sundays from 1 to 3, we were talking about fear.
Right.
And it seems like right now everybody's in just a state of fear and trying to figure out what it is that we're doing, because life with this new administration, as we have known it.
And then it was kind of like fear versus facts.
That part.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you got to throw that in, because you got
Yeah.
fear, but then you got facts. And, so get your facts before
Yeah.
you decide to, because fear is something that really, it technically don't even
Non-existent.
exist.
Yeah.
It's just kind of can be created. And Damali, I just feel like this administration, it is what it is. They throwing out so much stuff, and our minds are just not designed to take in
It's like
all
overload.
of that. So take a step back. This is my suggestion. Maybe turn the TV off for a couple of days.
Exactly.
Because the craziness don't never go away. So
yeah.
just turn it off for 2 or 3 days, man. Get into your meditation, get to yourself, so that you don't have to be in this weird space all
Anxiety.
the time and have all this anxiety
Yeah.
going on.
So one of the things that has been going on is there is a lot of stuff happening with immigration.
Man.
And, immigration, status is being revoked, and, just a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen, because the United States has been tooted its horn forever that we are a melting pot of all people.
Right.
So now it's like all of a sudden we're pulling that rope back, that lifeline back. And people have been here for years doing what they're supposed to be doing. They've been productive citizens. And now we're saying, hey, it doesn't matter if you're undocumented, you're out of here.
Yeah, it's the America dream.
Yeah.
That's what we've always talked about. You get here in America, everybody has a chance. You can be successful, but it's now we reeling that back. But like you said, immigration is the one big thing that's been going on, and I think all across this country, you feel like people knocking on doors, going in grocery stores, and all kind of stuff. So Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders, right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street, Greenwood. How's that going with Tulsa Police Department? How are y'all dealing with that?
Well, Tulsa Police Department, what we doing, we handling each citizen like we normally handle them.
Yeah.
We're not looking for immigration. We're not asking you from here, or you documented or anything like that. If you call us because you having a problem or a crime being committed, anything like that, you need a report. That's all we're gonna do. Is we're gonna treat you like we treat everybody else. We're not gonna be looking for immigration stuff. Now, if you get arrested, and if you go to our municipal jail, they may not worry about it. But if you get arrested and go to Tulsa County, Tulsa County may check into it, and they may put an ICE hold on you if they think. But it won't be from us. We're not authorized to do that. Is ICE in Tulsa? Yes, they are. They have been moving around. So they are moving around here in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. So they are here, but we're not getting involved. They're not calling us and helping them assist in anything. It's going to be these other agencies that's probably going to be helping out.
So I saw over the weekend. A couple of things happened. On Sunday, there was on Riverside.
Yes.
There was a demonstration, and it was a peaceful demonstration from what I understood, somewhat. But it was a peaceful demonstration, showing support for undocumented immigrants. And then on Monday was actually a day without immigrants.
Right.
And so it was a day where immigrants they were asking immigrants to stay home, to not go to work, and let the country feel what it felt like to not have them in some of these positions. Because really and truly, a lot of immigrants are in positions that Americans don't want to feel.
Right. Let me ask you this. So when you think about it, then we're going to go back to Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders, because I just want to ask him, is it causing any issues with them doing their job, having ICE here? But my question to you, when you think about immigration, what does that kind of mean to you when they're doing all of this? Do you feel like, just kind of what is your take on it? I
mean, to me, I feel like it's racism all over again, because first of all, how can you invite someone into this country and then now, decide, oh, okay, well, we don't want you here and we're going to deport you out and send you back. You know what I'm saying? There's been different treaties and whatever that has been formed to bring folks over, right?
Right.
And so if I'm here, then obviously I'm here doing now. It's one thing if you're here creating havoc.
Right.
If you're here breaking the law and, doing crazy stuff, then I feel like, you need to go on back. But if you're here being a productive citizen, you got your kids in school and
Right.
all of that, and everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing, then why are we, making it a big deal about you being here? And like I said, what I was about to say is a lot of times, folks, these immigrants are in positions and in job fields that Americans didn't want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the restaurant industry, the hotel industry. They're in places where we as Americans felt like, we don't want to do those jobs. So they're in those professions. And so just imagine if they all left.
Right.
Who's going to be doing that? You take away a portion of your workforce,
Right.
On some of these companies. So who is going to do those jobs?
Let me ask you, Lieutenant Sanders, when you don't have your police uniform on and you just, we just going to say saddened us, right?
Yeah.
Then what is your take when you see all this news and immigration and all that? Like, how you just kind of look at it just as a person?
Well, right now how I look at it is because I got a few Hispanic friends and stuff like that. But basically, I just take a step back. I'm not gonna get too far into the fight of this right now because a lot of them voted for him. So some things they're going to have to work with.
Right.
But I don't have no problem. I hate that it's happening to him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that it's happening to him because it is a lot of them that been here all their life. Where you gonna send them back to? Because if you was born here, if you was you've been living here, so you gonna send me back to a place I've never been before. I don't know what I don't know where my grandfather lived at before he came over here.
Right.
I was born in America.
Exactly.
And so where you gonna send me? Where I'm gonna go?
And I feel bad for the
Yes.
kids, the
Man.
kids that are in school,
Yes.
so the kids are scared to go to school. So we heard Dr. Ebony Johnson talk about the fact that, the kids are not coming to school.
Wow, that's another thing too, Lieutenant
Yes.
Sanders. When we heard Dr. Ebony Johnson, she spoke about it, the superintendent of TPS, and said a lot of them not coming to school yet,
Right.
middle schoolers,
Right.
because they nervous. Because I can only imagine what a parent think if my kid go to school or this happen. You might even want your mom and daddy to go to the grocery store.
Right.
I think it's unfortunate because like you
unfortunate.
said, Lieutenant Sanders, you made up a good point. I want to say like maybe 70%. Voted him in, and I don't know really what your mind was thinking. I don't really know what was going on, but we've been here a long time.
Yeah, and this is what you
We've
got.
been a long time.
Yeah.
I see why we was way over here. Not trying to tell you who to vote for, but the reality is settling in now that you got to remember now in America, you got to listen and understand the facts and do your own homework. Before you jump into that. Go ahead, Damali.
Let's hit up a couple of comments. So Uncle Brian says the Orange Demon has canceled all holidays for all races as well as racial groups in the government. So we all have to be ready to protest, fight, vote, and pray because we're in a fight for our own survival. AJ says that black leaders from the past, along with some of the past I've experienced, has empowered me to continue to pass history down from our ancestors and has continued to seek full freedom that has not been shown to our people. It is what black history means to me because I will continue to have black skin and be black until God decides when I take my last breath.
Good stuff, AJ.
Kara, hey sister Kara,
What's
how are
going
you? She says happy Black History Month, y'all. Uncle Brian says Jim Crow is back, so we have to watch our backs. Demaria Monday says it's white supremacy at an all-time high. So those are some of the comments that we have on the live. Thank you guys for giving your comments.
One thing I want to say about the whole situation, we can't get gaslighted and fall into a situation where, as a community, some of us, just because somebody say something to you, somebody, not if your life not threatened, you do something to break the law or something,
Right.
and you don't want to end up in jail or in prison because somebody done said something to you or did something wrong. Because, words is words. I know it may hurt, but sometimes words is words. And if you do something to injure somebody or hurt somebody and they call the police and they see this person injured and you say, well, he called me this or she called me that.
Right.
But the dude laying down on the ground and you beat them down and hurt them going to the hospital, you're going to go to jail.
Right.
What did your grandma used to say? Sticks and stones. Oh, we used to say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to take that mentality,
I think my kids went to Union. And you want to talk about Union might be a representation of the U.S. because you're talking about a melting pot in a high school.
Yeah,
you're talking about like 5,000 kids and they from everywhere. So I think about sometimes how the kids are dealing with this. I mean, we going from an adult lens, but imagine your kids that are not in school, whether that's Tulsa, Muskogee, Okmulgee, McLean, Booker T. I know I got to get y'all in there. But imagine what they're dealing with because they just friends and they probably like, man, what? Wait a minute, what are we doing?
Well, I know at McLean when the president first won it, some of the kids at McLean, because there's a lot of Hispanic students go to McLean.
It sure is.
Right.
And they was going around joking, talking about, oh, y'all gonna get sent back, Well, some of them teachers had to get that squashed because they were ragging. You know, kids gonna be kids, and teenagers gonna be teenagers.
Yeah.
And they was saying that kind of stuff to some of them Hispanics.
And here's the thing, Damali and Lieutenant Sanders, see, that creates division among kids.
Exactly.
Because if they're doing it in high school, they're doing it in middle school, they're probably doing it in elementary because these kids are so smart, you know. So it's the thing with the administration is like, maybe they don't think about what they say and what it sounds like. And that thing trickles down all through our country. So I feel like now, to be honest, we may have to just stand up as citizens, black, white, green, yellow, Asian, Hispanic, whatever it is, and find a way to just join together.
Right.
Because the people that's in those positions is only a few people. The problem is they control so much stuff. The news, the newspaper, and all the outlets. And so you got to remember, everybody, because we talking about it's millions of us that got to live together. And we can't let people that's sitting there for whatever reason, I ain't going to get into name calling them, but they sitting there making a decision that affects all of us every day. So, Damali, what's your thought about that? Because we got grandkids. Thank God I'm in the Nepster, but we got grandkids that's in school right now. So how do you feel when you have like this type of rhetoric going on about how your kids are doing in school and dealing with this?
I think that we have to be, as parents, we've got to be open and listening to our children about what's going on, and then we need to address it. Now is not the time to sit back and, be like, oh, they just kids. No, you need to address it because, it's only going to get worse. Yes. Right. And then we end up in a position like you're talking about, Lieutenant Sanders, where, there's a fight now at school because you done said this about it. So we got to be able to hear what our children are saying and create a safe space for our children to be able to talk to us about whatever is going on, and then be able to have an open door policy with the school system to let them know what's happening, what's going on, so that we can address it and stop it before it starts.
Yeah, let me do this. So again, our topic kind of like this immigration and it's ICE. So Tulsa, our metro, about 1 million, but is ICE, how's it affecting? Whether it's the county or TPD, how is that affecting y'all day-to-day work?
Well, for us, Tulsa Police Department, it's not really affecting us because we're not teaming up with them. At least that I know of. I'm in patrol. Only way it would affect us if they went to like a business or a factory or a construction site where and a whole bunch of immigrants was there, and they started trying to make an arrest, and it causes a big disturbance. Right. People start trying to fight back or whatever like that. Then that's going to put us involved in it. Yeah. But right now, I know it's affecting the county, maybe the highway patrol, and we got some other. I never knew when I was. Not change the subject, but when I became a police officer, I always thought Tulsa police officer. Never thought about nobody else. Right. But we got Tulsa County, we got all type of police in Tulsa. All type of police in Tulsa. Doing different things. So, and a lot of those agencies are involved in helping out ICE. So
the Tulsa Police Department has partnered with, and this is a question, but I may not be asking it correctly. But so the Tulsa Police Department has a division that works with Tulsa Public Schools. Is that correct? Or
we used to have a school resource officer, but we don't have any right now.
Oh, okay.
No, because Tulsa Public School has their own police department. We'll assist them when they need it.
Let me ask you this: have you seen people being picked up and shipped out of here? What is that? I mean, it's ISIS here, but is it like, man, they are getting people from work sites and grocery stores and that, and they going along with this? Do you see that?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard that they was in one of our McDonald's. They had showed up at one of our McDonald's. I don't know how true that was. They almost, but they said it wasn't true. They were saying it was in an oasis, but
that was not true. So we were going to bring that up. We were going to bring that up. Yeah.
But I don't think that was true. But I haven't seen it. But I do know for a fact if you get arrested and you go to Tulsa County, they're going to check your status. And if they think if their status is that you're not a citizen, they're going to put ICE hold on you.
Let's do that. Let me go. I'm going to do some shout outs real quick. I know Damali did some as well, but if you're in your particular state, I saw Dr. Mario Choice on.
Hey,
I
Mario.
saw Kara on, Rebuilding Black Wall Street, the documentary. So how is it if you're in Texas, if you're in Arkansas, you're in California, Mississippi, the ATL, some of these states, how's it going with you guys in ICE? Because maybe it's a lot more going on there than here, but we just got to deal with it in Tulsa because that's where we live. But Lieutenant Sanders said they not out here chasing people, so if you see him out here, that is not the case, but they are here.
Yeah.
And like you said, well, we're going to talk about the Oasis thing later. That's like a hot topic.
No, we can talk about it now.
Man, it was so crazy when I saw that. And it was on the news.
Yeah.
ICE
I'm
is
like,
at
come on,
Oasis.
y'all.
I know AJ was like, you know what, man, y'all, I can't catch a break. Like, Damali, how you think they just come up with that?
You know what? I don't know. But whatever it is, that's why we always tell you guys, do your research and ask the question.
Can I ask you this? Why would the news say that? Why would they put that on the news that it's at Oasis without doing your homework?
So that's why it's very important for us to have black media.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because that's the narrative and the rhetoric that's being put out by other media sources about things that are happening in our community. We right here in our community. We know what's happening in our community. But if you say that, just like when they talk about how much crime it is, if you listen to mainstream media, you would think it's like, a third world country in North Tulsa. And it's not like that at all. So that's why you have to do your own homework.
Yes.
That's why we have to have black media. Black media is very important because we're going to report to you what is really happening and what's really going on in our community. And in our community, ICE ain't picking up nobody at Oasis. Let's just say
like
that.
And it's so crazy because that was kind of part of the summit we had this weekend was talking about black media. And it's so crazy. So many people come up to Damali and I and they say, look, I don't even listen to the news no more because it's so negative, particularly for North Tulsa. So I just listen to World One Development News you can use. So every time they say that, Damali, I be like, oh, that's kind of heartfelt that they come to us because of upcoming events and what's going on, because we are going to address the issues that are going on, but we're going to highlight the good things that are going on too, because people don't need to just be overwhelmed with us a shooting, it's a cutting, it's a stabbing, and you just can't feed people that all day, all night, every day. I know that kind of stuff sells, but we're not selling it.
Nope, we're not.
On news you can use.
So let's see this. So Uncle Brian says the Orange One is also planning to disband the Department of Education, which will cause a class structure, which will mean the rich will get the best education, and if you are poor, you might not even get an education at all. Angie Dixon Walker says most kids don't even recognize what racism looks like, especially when someone's speaking to them. Like if someone wants to use the N-word, they have made it a trend, so they don't even take offense to it. So I think that teaching our kids what it is to be racist or racist slurs and different things like that would be helpful. However, we also need to make sure that our children aren't making bracelets, slurs and remarks to anyone else. So,
all right. Well, we're going to keep y'all posted on that immigration situation.
Thanks,
we're going to take a real quick break. Lieutenant Sanders, thank you for enlightening us on what's going on in Tulsa. So, hey, Tulsa Police Department is not out here chasing nobody in cars with the lights on. That's not what they're doing, but ICE is here. So my thought, if you're doing right and doing what you're supposed to do, just keep doing that.
Let me add this, even though we're not doing it, but the area where I work in, where it's mostly a high Hispanic community or business and stuff.
Right.
It has the businesses areas is real light.
It's real light.
It's still people there, but it's not like it used to be.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, and kind of like it's that in business and in schools. Ebony Johnson, Dr. Ebony Johnson, put respect on her name, was saying the same thing. And, fear is not good, but you just want people to get their facts. So we're going to try to work it out in Tulsa because we're a community. We're on Black Wall Street. We're going to see. But thanks for giving us that update. Is it safe to fly? Planes crashing in, the helicopters. One went down, I think, in Pennsylvania. I'm a little nervous, y'all. I'm a little nervous. Are you nervous? We're going to take a break. We're going to get into that next. Is it safe to fly? How you feel about that? KBOB, 89.9 FM, World One Development. News you can use, Charles and Damali. We're going to be right back with Is It Okay to Fly?
Yeah.
Theater North presents Trouble in Mind, the hit stage play by Alice Children and directed by Frank Gallagher, on a set where black actors rehearse under a white director and racial politics collide during a major Broadway production. Trouble in Mind illuminates the inner life of the true struggle of being a black actress. Critics say it's surprisingly funny, yet a deeply piercing look at the entertainment industry. Trouble in Mind features a star-studded cast you don't want to miss. Friday and Saturday, February 15th and 16th, and February 22nd and 23rd at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater. For tickets, visit TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News you can use. Charles and Damali, and we are back.
We are back. You know, lately it seems like air travel is like, I don't know if I want to get on a plane. You know, we've seen, you know, and prayers to those families who have lost, loved ones, because, you know, we are very sympathetic and empathetic about that situation.
As a country.
Now,
I know when they did the press release on that, I felt that it just kind of broke my heart a little bit. Because instead of because normally anytime tragedy happens, and one thing about the U.S., we will come together, Lieutenant Sanders. That's the one. When 9/11, George Floyd, it don't matter. When tragedy strikes, the U.S. come together. But it seemed like this administration didn't really look at pulling us together. They get on and say Barack and the DEI and Biden and I'm like, there are people left on Tuesday. This happened on Thursday. But regardless of all of that, it's not about none of that. No. We want to be here for those families in this situation right now. We can figure all that out later, is all that we're saying. But anyway, I just felt like it was kind of disheartening to use that incident when so many people died as a way to try to divide us even more.
Right. And try to, to infuse politics.
Make it about politics.
It's not about politics.
Life,
right. It's about, our people in our country who lost their lives, So at the end of the day, we have been talking about the fact that, these tragedies have happened.
Right.
And it seems like they're just seemingly back to back to back to, a little bit leery.
Let's do this. Can we do this first?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Sanders, how you feel about flying, man? You love flying? Don't like it too much? What's
only fly when I have to.
And
keep
like,
my feet on the ground. The Lieutenant Sanders says, keep my boots.
Right.
Keep me in my police car, if you will.
If I can drive it, I'm going to drive it. But,
Really?
yes.
Yeah.
But, if it's going to be too long, I would fly. But right now, I'm not flying nowhere.
So Lieutenant I know made me nervous. I'm supposed to fly somewhere in a couple of days. But Lieutenant Sanders said, if he can get there by land, catch him on land. But if he got to go to Jamaica, he got to go over the water. Yeah. He might scuba dive on you, but he got to, he will fly. How you feel about flying, Damali? Are you?
I'm normal. I think this is unfortunate. I think that we do need to be paying attention, but I don't let stuff spook me like that.
Right.
Because I just, trust God, and I'm like, Lord, if it's my time, it's my time. Because I could be sitting on the ground and, some plain pieces fall down and hit me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
flying, did you just kind of...
I love to fly. So.
I can tell you, me, I like flying. I guess because I didn't get to fly till about 21. But anyway, that's another story. But now, this is what I love about flying. I love to take off.
I do too. That's my favorite thing.
I love to take off, but then the plane gets so high so fast, my knees start rattling a little bit. I don't know if that's about my knees get to rattling. And another thing about me, can you sleep while you're on the flight? Are you good?
I can, as long as if we hit 1 ounce of turbulence and I'm up, like, what's going on? What happened?
You alert, your alerts are on.
Yeah, but as long as we smooth sailing, then I'm good. I'm knocked out.
What about, have you ever been in like some bad turbulence?
I did, going to Jamaica one time.
For real? Yeah. What about you, Lieutenant Sanders? You ever?
Yes, flying to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Once you get close to Las Vegas, close to the mountains, it's always
a little bit turbulence.
Yeah. When you get ready to try to land in Las Vegas.
I'm the type, I'm good unless it's some good little turbulence. And once that happened, I become a pastor. Yet a priest. Made an apostle. The rest of the trip. Because Brother Charles Harper going to be in prayer. Everybody, y'all go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm praying.
Because I'm the gatekeeper right now. And I'm going to pray until I hear hit the ground. All right, let's get into it, y'all. I just want to, how y'all on the live? How y'all feel about flying? Like, normally, how do you feel about flying? And then how do you feel now with the little stuff that's been going on lately, because Damali about to get into it.
Yeah, so part of it is, of course, our current president, Trump, is now pulling everyone who has to do with DEI.
Right.
Right. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion. All of those programs he's pulling back. And so they fired the TSA, the person that was over TSA, the person that was over Homeland Security. All these people they're firing because, of course, they're going to bring in their own people. Well, then that means those positions are left unmanned. Right, until they can get somebody else new in. And so part of this stuff is, has to do with the transition, I think. And some of it has to do with, I think that blame, there's always somebody that he feels like he needs to blame, meaning our current president.
But what you saying is they fired all the people that was in leadership position.
In
that area.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like what I call, Lieutenant Sanders, like a nice transition. No. Even if you do want to change your administration or change who in position, it should be, let's work together for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to ensure, because I'm sure that helicopters, Black Hawks, do not fly into American airline planes, Damali. I ain't never heard of that ever happening, So,
not in America.
No. So it's unfortunate, but it's something that I feel like could definitely have been avoided. But so where are we now? So the people had to go. Now his people are in, so that means people may be nervous, because what is that transition going like? Man, all the leaders are gone. It's new people in. And how qualified are they, number one? Because you ain't got to always be qualified when you're in position these days. Right. And what does that mean if you looking to travel?
And so like Charles is saying, now we've had January 29th, there was that mid-air collision with the military helicopter and American Airlines passenger plane. In that incident, 67 people were killed.
Man.
Okay. We just had a medical helicopter crash in Pennsylvania. February the 3rd, 7 people were killed. So 6 passengers that were on the helicopter, and then 1 person that was on the ground lost their lives. So it just seems like lately it's just been one incident after another, after another, after another. But so I did some research because I was interested to know,
kind of just see where we are.
Okay. An anomaly, or could it be because of what's going on with the White House and this transition? And so this is what I found out, and I'm just going to only do the last 2 years. Okay. So I'm going to do 2022 and 2023.
You can go three.
Okay, so let's do.
So let's go back the last 3 years.
Okay.
And how it's been in the air.
So 2021, there were 113 incidents, of crashes or some type of incident with an aircraft, and 414 deaths in the plane crashes.
2021. That's
2021. In 2022, there were 100 incidents and 357 deaths in plane crashes.
Is this worldwide or just the U.S.?
This is the U.S.
Ooh, what? I know I'm like you, Lieutenant Sanders, and my knees shaking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's funny because some of these we didn't even hear about. Like some of this stuff I never even heard about.
Mostly be small.
Them small ones. But that's still a high number, even with the small ones. You're like, man.
In 2023, there were 82 incidents and 229 deaths in plane crashes. So, it's gone down.
It's going down.
But there still is, there still are things that happen with planes and, things that, like you said, they're probably with the smaller, not, large aircrafts.
And there's a lot of people flying those private jets. And Uncle Brian said, Damali, it was a medical Lear jet that crashed in Philadelphia. Yes, it was. It looked like a meteorite or something hit because there was a big hole in the asphalt. But people even died on the ground.
Yeah.
So... Man, I'm supposed to be flying to Florida on Monday.
Yeah.
And the jury is out because I'm flying with my partner, know. And so I texted him. I said, "Look here, bro." I said, "Let me tell you, man. I love you, man." I said, "But if one more plane go down, even if some slow down, if a propeller even wink,
right?
I'm telling
like
you,
it's over with.
How long it take to drive to Miami? Anybody?
I ain't never drove.
JB
so
a driver.
About 16 hours.
Ooh.
About 18 hours.
Oh, I
you
can't.
ain't gonna do that.
I can't.
I know
Look,
you ain't
I can't
doing
even get it out. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
I know you
I
ain't
can't
gonna
do
do
18.
that.
I can't.
I know.
And you can fly there in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Y'all just
not gonna happen.
I need a driver. Cause with PK, you just get in the car and somebody drive you to 18. How much that cost?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, y'all. Back to the show. I'm just trying to figure out what I might need to do here in the very near future.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
anyway, that's crazy to hear about that. I didn't even know that. Maybe y'all was aware of that. On the live, did y'all know that? Man, I didn't know so many people had lost their lives. But like you say, man, think about how many, it's millions of people fly every day.
Yes.
So maybe when you look at the millions that fly every day, then maybe that number might be 1% or less than 1%. So we're going to put it in the right perspective because we don't want people to start losing money with United and American Airlines and Delta and all that and calling us from Alaska to ask us what happened.
Patricia Griffin says, Charles, God's got you. Go on your flight.
I'm going, Patricia, just on that.
Right.
So if it's one person that's a prayer warrior, it's my sister Patricia. I'm out of here.
Teresa, my older sister, says this is not a time to board a plane, especially without Jesus.
Now, I'm going with Jesus.
Yeah, so
she
you
said
going
without
with Jesus, so you are right.
Is my friend.
Right. AJ says they already were being overworked and being short of controllers, and now he's firing them that are in the high position. That doesn't make sense. And Lori, our cousin Lori, said it's okay to fly.
It's okay, Lori. Look, that's two safe fly.
Teresa said, I'll drive you, Charles.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Teresa.
Mama said road trip.
Hey, I'm down for a road trip, especially with some banana bread.
Okay.
We can do this road. Hey, we're going to take a quick break because guess what this Sunday is?
Super Bowl.
I really want to say, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
But for the last
Not
30
gonna
years,
happen.
how about them Cowboys in the Super Bowl has not been friends, Lieutenant?
If you want to know how the country is running, let's look at the Cowboys. You run it the same way.
Sounds like you gonna say that. See, JB is with the Cowboys. You with the Cowboys.
Hilarious.
I've been with the Cowboys.
Absolutely
But he said the
hilarious.
state of our country is like the Cowboys. Lieutenant Sanders, how you gonna do all the Cowboy fans around the world, America's team?
He can say it because he's a fan.
Because he's a fan, so you got to leave him alone.
Yes.
But that's how he's feeling. We're going to take a break.
Hilarious.
Who you got? Kansas City Chiefs. I know who Uncle Brian got.
Yeah.
And we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Where you at, Michael Brewer?
He on there.
Coming up
He on
next,
there.
I'm going to be
Flying.
looking for the commercials. What do you eat? We're going to get into that next. KBOB 89.9 FM. Worldwide Development News you can use. Coming up next, our Hump Day Hot Topics. How about them Cowboys?
36th Street North Event Center and 75 North presents Jay Friday and Friends Live, the Love in the Air Show, with special guests Joe Dyer, Tiffany Bennett, Kevin Reynolds, Kobe Jordan, Demetrius Proctor, 75 North Band, and more. Friday, February 14th, bringing the city out for a night of love. So fellas, grab your significant other and meet us at the 36th Street North Event Center. VIP reserved tables include catered food, complimentary drinks, and Valentine's treats for her. Available for couples or groups up to 8 and on sale right now at J Friday and Friends V-Day.eventbrite.com. You can also get your general admission ticket at Starship Muse, the 36th Street North Event Center, Fashion Fever, and online at Ticketstorm.com. So don't miss it. Jay Friday and Friends Live, and it's gonna get real intimate. Valentine's night, February 14th. See you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's Hump Day! Hey, Mike!
It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Mike. It never gets old 5 years later.
I know, right? Super Bowl 59, Damali.
Yes.
Super Bowl 59. What you excited about on it?
I am excited about the halftime show. Love the halftime shows most of the time, so I hope this one.
Who's doing the
doesn't fail me.
halftime show?
Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh, it's going down.
It's going
I know it's
down.
controversial because it's in New
controversial.
Orleans and
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes,
Lil Weezy or you know what I'm talking about, bag that thing up or somebody.
Yes,
But it's Kendrick Lamar. You know it's about that paper.
It is.
So say somewhere it leads back to the money.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents. You want to tell you what I'm excited about?
What's that?
The commercials.
I know commercials are always
Oh,
fun.
they better do good on the commercials. What about you, Lieutenant Sanders?
I'm just excited to see two black quarterbacks going against each other.
Come on.
Hey,
Yeah,
I am
Yes.
Black History. I got your shirt on.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
But I am upset
Uh-oh.
that the Super Bowl committee decided they have end racism at the end of each end zone.
Right.
They decided to take that off this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they're not gonna have that. They said, I think gonna put down love everyone or something.
We already doing that.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's always something going on. But the logo was done by the young lady.
Yes, and we
You
talked
know?
about that on last week.
So that's going to be on full effect, too. So,
New Orleans native.
hey, look, it's nothing like a Super Bowl party, though, y'all.
Yeah.
Kind of like, even if you don't even know nothing about football,
Yeah.
it's good to go to a good Super Bowl party. You going to one? You got one?
No, I asked everybody last week who got a good Super Bowl party. You know, they
Y'all, we
nobody
need
said
to
nothing.
invite.
What's up?
We'll
need-
broadcast live. We'll do
Yes.
something for you. Call us somewhere.
We want some nachos and we want some,
Chicken wings.
yeah,
some
chicken wings. Come on, y'all.
We might just
So-
maybe throw our own party.
You know what? Maybe we should do
Pizza,
that.
wings. So can you do some hotel dip?
I can.
And but I want, I'm way off now. I want some Wonder J's peach cobbler. That don't even really go with it.
No,
We
not
ain't
really,
gonna
but
be
it's
able to.
all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
I done did. Hey, shout out to Big Brother Drill. Gary
Yes.
Barnett,
Hey,
welcome
hey,
to the
hey.
show from the ATL.
Yes.
Hey, who y'all got on the live? Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles? Two black quarterbacks are
Yes.
in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Two great teams. Hey, legacy is on the line. The Kansas City Chiefs are already went back to back. So if they win this one, that's going to be three in a row,
repeat.
which will top Tom Brady, which he'll be the man. But, man, let me tell you something. Jalen Hurts and them got something to say about it.
Yeah.
With Saquon Barkley and all
Yeah.
them boys.
Yeah.
With that big old O-line, who you got, Lieutenant?
I like Kansas City. I really don't like Philadelphia but I want
Yeah.
Barkley to get a Super Bowl. And
Michael,
Hurt.
Michael, you hear that?
Hurt and Barkley. I want them to get it, even though I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
I love to see them get it.
Okay, so listen, I'll tell you guys this. The betting odds are out for the 2025 Super Bowl. For the first time in the last 3 appearances in the big game, the Chiefs are the favorite to win the Lombardi Trophy. Kansas City previously entered the Super Bowl in 2023 and 24 as a 1-5 and then a 2 and 5 point underdogs against the Eagles and the 49ers respectively. So they're thinking that they're going to go on ahead and pull it out.
Man.
But they're saying that the Eagles have a 48.8 chance of winning the Super Bowl.
That's almost 50-50.
So that's almost 50-50. Now, guess what?
What?
President Trump is going to attend the Super Bowl this year, becoming the first sitting president to go to the Super Bowl. And they're suggesting that he is saying the Chiefs are going to win.
Hey, he probably going to make them win. That's how No, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Stop it.
Anyway, let me go to the
Yeah,
live.
one that say go Cowboys.
I don't want to miss nobody. Did we give a shout out to Howard Jones?
I don't think
I don't remember, but shout out to Howard Jones. Welcome to the
Hey,
show.
hey, hey.
Again, y'all click share on this. We've been going over a lot of good information. Miss Maybelle Wallace.
Hey, Miss
We just
Maybelle.
announced your event at
Yeah.
Theater North. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you tuning in. And everybody else, we've been having a good time. And right now, we're talking about Super Bowl 59 and who you with.
Who you with?
Damali, who you got?
This is so
Who
tough.
you got, Damali? Because it's big. All the women going to go with you.
Actually, man, this is tough.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, because
Philadelphia
Kansas
Eagles.
City, I mean, that's going to be history in the make. So Kansas City, I would love for them to have 3 in a row.
Right.
But I also love Jalen Hurts. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to do. So I think I'm in the middle. I think I'm on the fence. Like,
Hey.
whoever wins, I think I'm
And-
going to be happy about it.
This hope to be a
Remember.
good game.
And,
Yeah.
And Jalen, agent,
Yeah,
is from
Nicole.
Tulsa.
Yes.
Nicole
It's
went to Booker
one of
T.
my daughter's best friends.
Her daughter's best friend.
Yeah.
Got him hooked up with $500 million.
Yeah.
Hey, Jalen, give
She's
me a
a
little
sports
cut.
attorney,
I'll go
so,
for you.
yeah.
You know
Nicole
what?
Lynn.
I hung out with him a little bit, y'all, back in the day when he was at OU.
Yeah.
Because my nephew was in the camp. Jalen is a cool brother, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen this brother not cool, calm, and collected?
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about him. But see, I kind of picked Kansas City. So I was,
You
this
did
how I
pick
do.
Kansas City at the
I pick a team and then my second team. So I said, come on, Cowboys. And that fell off real quick. Dak went down and that whole thing went down. But then Kansas City still going. And to beat a man,
Yeah.
you know what we say in football, Sanders. To beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah, you do.
And all I'm saying right now is
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and his crew, Kelsey, them boys got something to say about everybody. And he's
They
the man
sure do.
right now.
Yeah.
And I love seeing history. So it's already history in the making.
Yeah,
but
but-
who y'all got on the live, man? Don't
Yeah, who y'all
y'all
got?
LeBarnett
So,
said,
you know-
go Cowboys. Teresa said she's going for the Chiefs. Michael, of course, we know he's going
Yeah,
for the Eagles.
we already know.
So
Yeah.
it'll be a good time, y'all.
It's
Good
gonna be a good
commercials,
time.
good food. If y'all find some spots, y'all text me and Damali. We're going to pull up on
We're gonna
y'all.
pull up.
At the Super Bowl party.
So we talked about Super Bowl food. So let me just tell you, I found a statistic that said, or not a statistic, but a story that talked about classic Super Bowl foods.
Uh-oh.
So let me just tell you what they are. So we talked about some. We got chicken wings.
Hey,
we got
that's
pizza,
the automatic. Them the top.
chips and sauce, or chips and dip. nachos, sliders, loaded potato skins. I don't think I've had loaded potato skins.
Good.
Anybody?
They
yeah,
good.
I mean I've had them, but
Load
not
'em?
necessarily. Yeah. Pigs in a blanket.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't
I ain't
want
seen
my
a pig.
pigs in a blanket.
I ain't seen a pig or a blanket. Have you, Lieutenant Saturday?
I made them before. It's nothing but a
Bacon,
wing,
right?
a hot dog, and a wrapped in some biscuit, wrapped around.
So you made some?
Yeah.
Are you doing something this time?
I just made that for regular, not for no Super Bowl party.
So I just get them and dip that.
Yeah,
And some
I
old
want
ranch dressing and barbecue sauce on the regular.
Chili,
Yeah, that's a go.
meatballs,
That's a go.
and then and that's it. They said those are essentially the finger foods that most people enjoy.
Lieutenant
Is
Sanders,
there anything that you guys missed?
what's your top 3 then? We'll do that. What's your top 3 Super Bowl?
I love to have me some wings and some nachos. You know, and I'm good.
And
Yeah, wings and nachos.
With meat in it?
Oh yeah.
Gotta have the meat in there.
Oh yeah, gotta
Is
have
that more
some-
like Rotel dip?
Yeah, the Rotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Rotel.
Yeah.
So the wings and the Rotel, ooh, that's a good combination
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm chips and dip
Yeah.
and Rotel. Yeah. I think
Ooh,
that's it.
chips and dips
Yeah,
is a good. JB, who you got for the Super Bowl, man? We ain't leaving you out.
I got I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Chiefs.
Okay.
At my
Okay.
home,
All
Smooth
right.
is going with him.
Okay, so what's yours? What's yours?
Let me tell you something. I like pizza with a lot of cheese on it. And when I pick it
Yeah,
up, the
pizza's
cheese,
always- that's good.
it just looks good too.
Yeah,
It ain't
yeah,
just
yeah.
good, it look good.
Yeah,
Fam,
when
when
the
you bite
cheese
it
is-
and
yeah.
the cheese, you can't
Yeah,
outdo that,
yeah, you
Sanders.
can't.
Then I like to leave that, and I like the Rotel dip with the right kind of chips.
Oh yeah.
But I like my Rotel dip with Doritos.
Oh, me too. Me too.
You
me
are
too.
too? Oh, we
yeah.
family now.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
thought we were just blue and white family. We went a little further now.
Yeah.
Because if y'all haven't tried that Rotel dip with them nachos,
Man,
it go hard.
it go
You
hard.
know. And if the chicken wing, I like for the Rotel meat to kind of get on the chicken wing, get my ranch dressing,
Man.
and I'm in heaven
That's
right
good.
there. But what's your dessert? You got to eat something sweet too at the.
So typically I make a strawberry cake.
Oh,
shaped,
just stop.
it's shaped like a
That's
football.
enough. That's all we. That's
Yeah.
all that's needed.
So
What you
I'll
go
make-
with?
Yeah.
What
Okay,
you
you
go with?
gonna make me one.
Okay, I got you.
Let me tell you something that I like. Now,
Banana
strawberry
pudding.
cake is enough. Banana pudding is good.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
let me tell you something that's good with the Super Bowl party. I don't know if y'all done had them. If you go to Pizza Hut and get them cinnamon buns,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
man.
boy, if y'all haven't had them cinnamon buns,
So Gary Barnett says that he likes black eyed peas and cornbread. He's trying to have
man.
he's trying to fall asleep.
yeah,
for
you
the
see,
Super Bowl.
that's why by halftime,
Right, he knocked out.
Hey, look. I put sugar on my beans, my black eyed peas. You probably don't know about that. 'Cause you go salt and pepper or sugar. What you go with?
On my pinto beans, I put sugar on it, but not on my black eyed peas.
No,
I'm putting sugar on both.
All right.
With some cornbread.
Laura Roberts
Oh, yeah.
said, "What great timing to get on here talking about food. Yummy." Gary Barnett said also ham hocks and collard greens. See, he trying to do too
He's
much.
trying to get you where you gonna barely get through the Super Bowl.
Laura said Girl Scout cookies on a platter for dessert. You know what?
Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. All right, we're going to
Okay.
get in. Let's back into this Black History Trivia. Who got it right and who got it wrong? I better get it right because this Black History might have got my shirt on.
Yes.
Laura Roberts, boy, my sister, I miss you. How
Yeah,
you
we
doing?
miss you,
Happy
honey.
New Year and all of that good stuff. And I would love some Girl Scout cookie platter
Yeah.
for dessert. I'll take it.
That would be great, right?
All right, let's get
Right
this
about
trivia
now.
out the way.
Okay, Black History Trivia. Who is the most educated group in the United States and holds 70% of all master's degrees? Is it A, black men? Is it B, black women? Is it C, Latino women? Or is it D, Asian women? Most everybody, let me see, Uncle Brian said D, nobody said C, and everybody else said B. I think nobody else said A. So if you said B, you are absolutely correcto mundo.
That is big.
Black women hold 70% of all master's degrees in the United States, according to the National Center for Education.
Man.
The number of black women earning bachelor's degrees has increased by over 63% over the past
Golly.
2 decades.
If I got a question, I'm just going to call a sister.
Yeah.
I ain't Googling no more.
Right.
Call her mine.
There's one around somewhere that has the answer for you.
Kudos to the sister, man.
Yeah.
That's big. 70% into your whole
And Laura
United
said
States
B
of
too.
America.
Laura, you were correct. I didn't
Man.
see your answer before I said the answer. So, yeah.
Shout out to the sisters, man.
Yeah. All right. Upcoming events.
Let's do it.
Oh, we want to also say that forgot to say that 20 Gents is having their annual Super Bowl party
Yeah, Saturday night.
Saturday night.
night,
And you going to be in what jersey are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Dallas Cowboy jersey.
Uh-oh, how about them Cowboys to the end?
And I'm gonna wear my big Dallas Cowboy star necklace.
Oh, okay. Now,
going down. What
up
you
in
going?
there.
You going?
I had not planned on going, but
They
I
gonna
don't
have
know. I may
food?
slide through. Yeah.
You know,
Let me
they
run
always,
the table.
people bring food that they take. You know, you bring your own food.
You got
stuff.
food? You got them pig in the blankets? What you got? What you bring?
I probably have some wings and a
Some
couple
wings,
little bit of
some-
things
You got a
over there.
table?
Yeah, I
got a
always
table?
get 2 tables.
What?
2?
Well, Sanders, you ain't even give us a hookup.
He said nothing.
No.
It be your own people. Now, we've been on the show together for 5 years.
I'm
we never
sorry.
missed. And he like, I know what it is.
I got a Dallas
No.
Cowboy jersey, too.
I know why he did, because we eat too much. He like, man, I can't
No.
feed them. Because Charles showed up at Langston Homecoming. I ate almost all the meat off the grill.
Right.
It's all love. No, we're going to try to pull up, show up.
Yes.
You know,
All right.
they see y'all face, y'all walk in with the cameras gone.
I know, right? We medium. We medium.
So we stopping by your table. So other friends and family that's going to be at the 20 Gents party at the Greenwood Culture Center.
Yes.
We going to show up, show us some love.
Yes.
We going to be here. We going to be there.
Yes, just give us a plate when you
Let's
see
go.
us coming.
Yeah.
All
Upcoming.
right, Uganda missions. We were talking to you guys last week that we needed to raise $1,000 to finish the house. Guess what? We have all the money. So thank you guys so much for providing those donations. We really appreciate that. Don't forget, we are still accepting donations to go ahead and scholarship kids into school. $250 is all it takes. So send the money to worldonedevelopment.com/Uganda-missions. And thank you so much.
To everybody that donated.
Yes. The 36th Street North Event Center has dates available if you're looking for a place to hold your wedding, birthday party, banquet, repast dinner, or community event, or bingo. You can give us a call at 918-200-9046 to reserve your spot.
Let's do this right here real quick. Or do we want to do it? We'll do it next week.
Okay.
We got 2 people that's going to be able to win 2 cards to the next bingo night. But we're going to do it next week. So make sure you tune in. It'll be the medical report, but somebody going to win 2, and it's worth $25 each. But when you first come in, we're going to give you a card, and you'll be able to go in and play, but we're going to do that next week.
Okay, perfect. All right, Black History Saturdays. You guys see I've had on the shirt today. Black History Saturday sign up is happening right now. You can go to blackhistorysaturdays23.carrd.co in order to register. I understand that Chef Chad Cherry is going to be doing the food.
Chef Chad Cherry is from New York City. Let me tell y'all something. He's one of the baddest chefs in the city. So he's going to be providing a hot lunch and a hot breakfast. Lieutenant Sanders, you going to swing by on Saturday?
I'm going to
try to swing by for a minute or 2.
Yeah, I know I got a basketball game to work, but I'll see if I can swing by there.
Yeah.
Also,
just come on through.
National Geographic.
National
National partner and sponsor is going to be in the building. Y'all swing by and show them some love. Also, our mayor, Monroe Nichols, he's going to be in the building, and state representative Ron Stewart is going to be in the building. So we're going to have a good time, y'all.
Power packed, y'all. It's going to be power
Shout
packed.
out to Christy Williams.
Yes.
And all of her teachers
Doing a
and
great
her
job.
crew. Doing a great job.
All right, Soul of Sunday with Corey D happens every Sunday from 1 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. on nycu.fm or on Facebook at nycu.fm, or you can go to Corey D. Taylor, Damali Wilson, or Charles Harper.
He already gave a snippet of what he's going to talk about.
Yes.
I did not know that they're currently, Lieutenant Sanders, looking at taking people out of prison in the United States, shipping them to El Salvador.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen that.
Y'all tune in to Soul of Sunday.
What are we doing?
To hear about that, because we ain't even going to get into that too much because Corey D got it already lined out.
Right.
We may do a little recap of it on our show next week. But what you think about, you do a crime, you should do the time, but should we send you to another country where you don't know the language?
We're talking about our American prisoners. Yes.
Because we overcrowded. And we shipping them to El Salvador to do like labor. I just don't know about that. But tune in
Ain't
to
that
Soul of
slavery
Sunday.
all over again? I'm
Sunday,
just saying.
1 to 3.
But anywho.
We'll talk about it.
All right. And so there is a primary that is scheduled. We talked about this a little bit earlier for the school Tulsa Public School Board position in District 3. It's scheduled for April the 1st. It's going to be the general election. The primary is scheduled February the 11th, 2025. So make sure that you are going to the voters registration page to make sure you're eligible to vote. And then we need you out voting. And we need you appearing at the school board meetings. That was one of the requests from Dr. Ebony Johnson. She wanted to be able to let people know we need more participation at the school board meeting.
We're going to show up.
Yeah.
The next school board meeting, Dr. Ebony Johnson, you put your request out there. You did the call to action, and we're going to show that action by showing up.
Exactly. EduRec is gearing up for spring break camp. To sign up, go to edurectulsa.com/camp. The 36th Street North Event Center and Jay Friday presents Love in the Air concert, which is happening February the 14th at 7 o'clock p.m. It's going to be at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Tickets are $30 for singles, $50 for couples. We gave away 2 tickets last night at bingo. So, you guys make sure that you pull up.
Just like that. Hey, Michael asked Lieutenant Sanders, he got an Eagles jersey. Is it okay for him to come and sit at your table?
Yeah, he can.
Michael.
He had to think about it. He was
Hey,
like,
this is the officer of the year. We got 1,000 people on the live. He said yes, pull up.
Don't pull him on the spot.
Yeah, but sit on the other side. I ain't gonna sit. Don't sit by me. I ain't gonna be
Can't
playing.
eat nothing though.
Now you can't get no food, so bring your own snacks. No chicken wings for you now, but you got to sit at the table. You and Miss Felicia. Shout out to Felicia.
Yes.
Y'all come on through. It's
I
a
love
family
it.
affair.
I love it. All right, Couples and Cocktails is also happening on February the 14th at 7 o'clock p.m. featuring Keith Washington. Now, this is a fundraiser benefiting Guardian Care, who is a nonprofit organization that provides transitional services to homeless veterans. So, we had some contest winners. Congratulations to them. And thank you guys for participating. So make sure you pull up if you're going to be in the Oklahoma City area.
Yes.
Theater North presents Trouble in Mind. It's a play by Alice Childress and directed by Frank Gallagher. It's going to happen February the 15th at 8 o'clock p.m., February 16th at 3 o'clock p.m., February 22nd at 8 o'clock p.m., and February 23rd. Our very own Miss Santaray Robbins is going to be a part of the cast.
Can't wait.
All right, and then the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce wants you to save the date of February 21st from 10 o'clock a.m. 10 o'clock a.m. until 12 o'clock p.m. for the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce annual meeting.
Yeah.
It's going to take place at the 36th Street North Event Center, and the special guest is going to be our very own Mayor Monroe Nichols.
I'm glad he's showing up.
He is showing up
He got
all
a
over the
different kind of
place.
energy.
He does.
It's about time to get a younger mayor. Because he's showing up all over the city.
All over.
So I believe he's going to do. One, he's been doing a good job, too.
Yes, he has.
Shout out
Congratulations,
to him
Mayor.
pulling us together.
Yes.
I like it.
All right. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, the Phi Beta Zeta chapter, is looking for vendors for its Final Womanhood Financial Empowerment and Literacy Luncheon that's going to take place on March 8th, 2025. If you're interested in setting up a booth, we have posted the QR code on our Facebook page for you to reserve your spot. The booth starts at $50. And then the African Experience 3.0 is happening on March 29th at the 36th Street North Event Center. It's a fundraiser to support Youth for Charity missions in Kamuli, Uganda.
Yes.
It's a party with a purpose. And this year, we're going to have Damola the violinist come back.
Oh, it is going down the piano. See, when can I get my golden ticket? I'm first in line. I'm making my request now. When can I want to get the first golden ticket? Where the tickets at,
We got
Molly?
you. I got you.
You got me on the tickets?
I
Okay.
got you.
Well, that's
I
all
got
I
you.
need to know. I'm good.
All right, birthdays. February the 7th is going to be our own Tamora Henderson and
Happy
Mr. George
birthday,
Brown.
Tamora and George. Yep.
February the 8th, Tyrance Billingsley is having a birthday.
That's the man right there. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Tyrus. Coming up soon.
All right, so don't forget, you can hit us up on any of our social media. That is EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, NYCU.FM, Fitting Back In Prison Re-Entry, and the 36th Street North Event Center.
Lieutenant Sanders, final thoughts for your people, man.
Well, just stay up. We're gonna hear a lot of different stuff. There's things coming out, around this country. Just stay positive and love your people.
Just like that. Final thought, Damali, before we go?
Final thought, you guys, we don't let the world get you in a frenzy. Your mental health is very important, so
I'm gonna let JB
protect
put it
that.
on you because you just in this element like you running for office. I know you're
Yeah.
not, but go ahead. You just in there, the braids go.
So protect your mental health. Because in this climate that we're in right now, it can be very discouraging. And so just protect your mental health. Go to some of these football parties, Super Bowl parties, and, go to bingo. Go do something that's going to encourage and, strengthen your mental health.
Yeah, and my thing is, get your facts before you decide to have fear.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff you saying is nothing but propaganda. Don't respond to all that like Damali because it will affect your mental health.
Yeah.
So get the facts before you respond. A lot of this stuff you hearing, most of that stuff can't even be done.
Right.
People can sign stuff. I can start. You know what, Damali? I'm finna sign some executive orders right now. But it ain't going nowhere. It's no different in the White House. You just don't go from signing something to it's implemented. It got to go to Congress. It got to go through a lot of levels. So don't just sit and watch it all day. Turn it off. Hang out with news you can use. Watch us on here. We'll tell you some good stuff you can go with. But that's my final thought. Get your facts before you have fear. Continue to show more love than hate.
Laura has posted something. She said she saw this online and it says, be the thermostat, not the thermometer.
Lord, give it to him again, cousin.
Okay,
Nobody playing with y'all.
it.
With that, I don't have nothing else to say. She took all my
drop
words
the
away.
mic.
So we finna get ready to get out of here, y'all. She said
I love
that.
it.
They're like, I am too. Let me
Yes.
tell you something. If you would like to help us continue to stay on the air, you can send a donation. Make that donation made payable to E-Media Services. Send that to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. We moved on up. And we would get that to Uncle Bobby because we be needing a couple dollars, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, this has been News You Can Use. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
And we're live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you tune in. It's the remix.
Are we off? We off?
If you like to promote or advertise your events or if you would like to promote or advertise your events or business on this show, inbox us on Facebook at World One Development. This has been World One Development's News You Can Use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and their guests, not necessarily the station, organization, committee, or other groups or individuals associated with KBOB 89.9 FM, News You Can Use, NYCU.FM, and World One Development's News You Can Use. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you guys next week for the medical report with Dr. Fadu.
Later, y'all.
Put